before I talk about mistakes I see with other companies, there would be mistakes that we made over time. And I think these are probably not uncommon. One of them is thinking that an acquisition will take care of a gap, that we're struggling on service delivery and these guys seem to be good at it, or we need a good leader to manage this part of our business. And I really like this guy at this other company, or maybe we don't have enough. We're struggling to add and retain employees, and so we're going to buy this other business, so we pick up a bunch of employees. What I learned in the times that we tried to do that was that you need to fix the foundation of your house before you build a second and third floor on it. If you try to do acquisitions, they're not a balm that heals issues in your business. It's the opposite. They'll show you where the cracks are in your business really rapidly. So rather than trying to fix things through acquisition, I learned that you're better off to really look inward, figure out what do we need to do to fix things operationally in our sales model, whatever it happens to be. When we're doing things really well, really high OML, then we're in a good position to go out and do an acquisition and integrate them in. But don't try to fix your operation by buying somebody that you think complements or fixes things. Not that it never works, but it was something we learned the hard way is not the best idea. I think another thing is over the years, I had plenty of debates with Paul Dipple where I was firmly believed I was right and passionately articulated those viewpoints to him. And Paul was really good at showing me the data and saying, you may be right or think you're right, but here's the data. Here's what really works, and here's why. And um, too often I chose to ignore that and listen to those working for me or my gut or whatever. And yeah, you got to trust your gut, but the data is the data. So to me, it's an unbelievable benefit to this industry that we are able to have objective data that we can provide. Take advantage of it. I don't know too many other industries that you can get the kind of data on what drives success the way that you can in our space. So don't fight the data, don't ignore it. Pay attention to it and use it to improve your operation. Uh, so I think those would be a couple of the big ones. I think the organizations um, where the MSP, the other one I think was a little less of an issue for us because I came in as a professional manager and not as a technologist. But one of the things I see limiting a lot of MSP's growth opportunity is the owner can't let go of doing day-to-day tech work. And when you get to a certain size, I would say 6 to 8, 9 employees or larger, you start to need to be a better manager and leader and business executive than a tech. And so you're going to go through these stages in growing your business where you're going to need to wear every hat in the business. Then you're going to take a hat or two off, and you'll be focused in on maybe sales and not as much on the tech side, or maybe the opposite if you have a partner that does some sales. But just really recognize that as you're growing your business, you need to delegate. You need to bring in people who are going to be able to take those things off of your plate. Otherwise, the business won't be able to grow. And the MSPs that are really growing today that I see on this upward trajectory, they get that. And it's not always, you may love doing day-to-day tech support. That may be your favorite thing, part of the day is solving a problem for a customer. But if your team or your customers, as you grow your MSP, needs to rely on you to solve those problems, you're probably not going to be able to grow it to be very big. And that's okay. If you decide that I like having a 6, 7, 8 employee MSP, and it's a lifestyle business for me, and that's what I want to continue to do. More power to you. But if you want to grow it and maximize your opportunity in the space, you're going to need to delegate and bring in others who can complement the things that you're really good at.
Really great advice. Is there anything else that you'd like to add at this point? We've covered a lot.
I think the biggest thing to circle back is any MSP owner that wants to improve, and for most of the MSP owners that I know, a significant part of their personal wealth is tied up in the success of their business. A lot of their retirement is linked to it. So take advantage of the opportunity. It's real. We'll be coming out in early June with our annual profitability report, and we're already working on the data. And we've had 4 record years in a row in the industry for financial performance. These have been the best 4 years ever in our space. It's the golden ages of the managed services space. So if you're performing at a great level today, awesome, keep doing it. Figure out how you can take it to the next level. If you're not performing well, and our data today tells us that about 25 to 28% of MSPs are losing money. Nobody should be losing money. This is the best time ever for the industry. So regardless of which camp you're in, my advice is join a peer group, get a hold of Evolve, figure out what group is the best fit for you based on the size of company and what you're trying to achieve. There's different options, as we said, but get in a group. You'll hold yourself more accountable, your members will, and you'll learn a lot every quarter, and it'll accelerate your improvement in the business, your growth, all those things. You'll look back, I'm confident, just based on the experience I had, you'll look back and really be appreciative that you did it.